Yep, because you're doing B2B sales. And you don't want to sound like a salesman, but you actually want to help people. And by golly, you want to find high-paying retainer clients. That's the dilemma that we're in, right?
Yep.
And so accountants generally think costs and these different things. But even Devin just made a comment about how it's just a different skill set. And it's this whole other thing. And I was like, yeah, accountants in general, like we all know this, but there's a reason why you didn't get into sales. And then my little comment was that I've done tens of thousands, 20,000. I've done so many sales that for me, it's a natural thing. So I was just giving Devin some advice here about two things that drive a sale for me is a relentless pursuit to add value and then a genuine, authentic curiosity. And so I was just about to dive into this little rant and I was like, let me just record this real quick because I'm just trying to, when I meet somebody, so back when I had Nuance Financial, and even now, when I meet a business owner, I'm literally like, there are so many things I can learn about this person. Like, first off, so the first part is I want to find out how they get started, what got them started, where are they at now, and then where are they going. Now, I summarize that, but that could take 30 to 45 minutes. And when you're engaged and you're taking notes and you're asking and affirming and actively listening and nodding your head and actually on the roller coaster ride with them and asking really good questions that are curiosity driven about what's it like in their shoes? What are the monkeys on their back? What is hard that they're doing? What is it that keeps them up at night? Like we make that comment like, oh, do you ever ask them what keeps them up at night? But if you can frame up like genuinely, what's the last thing you think about that makes your stomach turn as a business owner? You're like, God, I got to get this project done. Oh man, I got to get some more sales. I'm going to have to fire Charlie because I don't have work for Charlie. I better advertise to get work for Charlie. Like when you have to bring an authentic curiosity and a whole set of questions and just actively engage. You can't talk about accounting. You can't talk about marketing. You talk about this business because everything that we're going to do is going to help them achieve their dreams and help them achieve their goals. And the only way you get that is you're the guide to help them head up in that direction. But if you can't figure out what's it like for them to take this stroll from here to there, you're never going to be able to be in position to add that value. So I'm driven by authentic, genuine curiosity, but I foster that curiosity inside of myself. Like I take it upon myself to invest in my attention, invest in my active listening. Like I may be kind of corny. Yup, because I care. Yup. And whether it's someone that's small or big, I give them my genuine engagement. And that's not because I'm so good, but I've developed that and trained that over the years so that I have a genuine curiosity to know. And I personally want to know how, like, I feel like I'm there for a purpose. I feel like most of the time I will get some sort of intuition to how to get them unstuck, usually. So curiosity is huge. And then the second part that we were just talking about, how do you become a great accountant? It's not about accounting. It's not about a tax. It's not about, just the tax return or tax savings or anything. It's you need to add as much value as you have. And all of us have a different skill set. So when you get in there, you're really more trying to just help them. And so what's weird, I learned this from Patrick Lencioni. I'll shut up here, Devin. I know I'm just blabbing, but Patrick Lencioni had this comment as a consultant. So he's a well-paid speaker. He's written some great books. And I think he was talking about his book, Naked. And he was basically like, when you're doing a consulting job, just go in and add so stinking much value that of course they're going to hire you. And I took that to heart. I'm really open-handed. In fact, I have reviews on my way. I do calls that I should get paid massive money for. But you know why I do it? Because it's kind of a calling to me. And of course you're going to hire me. And of course you're going to refer me. Because doggone it, that was helpful. And so when you're an accountant, when you come in and you try to be so helpfand teach and guide, there's a humility that guides them to say, hey, where are you heading with your business? Because that's really what it's about. And here's the last part of the rant, is that in order for you to sell more value, you have to have that bigger conversation, right? Until you have these big, mature conversations about what are you doing to scale your business and improve profitability? Those two things should undergird every conversation that an accountant has with their prospect, because it is what all of us get into business for. I want to make a higher percentage of profits in my business, and then I want to scale further so I don't have to do everything. Maybe not get huge, but I don't know. What thoughts do you have, Devin? What wisdom you have?
I absolutely agree with everything that you said, and it makes the job much more fun. It's much more interesting than just doing a tax return when you're actually helping people. And when you've helped them to the extent that they go out of their way, to tell you, like, you've been a godsend, thank you.
Yep.
That, I actually heard that, or a version of that, a couple weeks ago. And it probably still got me through this last couple weeks during tax season going, people see the value. I don't know. It just makes me feel better about what I'm doing and gives me joy in the job.
Yeah. It genuinely is true. Like, I wake up every morning and I get motivated by this thought that, like, I can delight a customer, like I can deliver. And then when I see their forms and they get contacted and we see it pay off, I'm like, God, that's awesome. But when I was I was never an accountant. When I was a salesperson for an accounting firm, I would meet a prospect and I was like, I wonder how much they're overpaying in taxes. I wonder how much we can equip them to actually like focus on their business and stop with all this screwing around. And when you get motivated to figure that out with curiosity in the sales process, when you get good at being a guide and showing them that that's what you do, all of a sudden the whole thing gets really easy. But it starts with adding a ton of value. You're right. It's more fun. It's more engaging. It's more rewarding. It impacts communities better. You transform the business instead of just like, I just do the tax and accounting. Now the challenge is, how do you get more valuable? But anyways, any other wisdom you got there, Devin? I'll shut up.
I don't. I can't compete with what you said. I think you know.
Nah, it's not a competition. I just encourage to watch you grow, man. If by the way, if you're a small business owner and you want your taxes done right, and especially if you're in the Scottsdale, Phoenix area, White CPA, man, I'm telling you, Devin White will take good care of you. So like and subscribe. We're going to be doing more just live stuff because I built my team around me, so I can kind of like I could do other things, which has been really fun. So check out the Feedback Wrench podcast, like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Good luck. God bless.